The pursuit of financial freedom before age 40 represents a radical shift from traditional retirement planning, transforming how we think about work, money, and time. This isn't just about accumulating wealth, it's about creating a life where work becomes optional rather than mandatory, a concept that thousands of ordinary people have successfully implemented despite not having special advantages or inherited wealth. The concept builds on a simple yet powerful premise. When your passive income exceeds your essential expenses, you achieve financial independence. This state of autarky, or self-sufficiency, allows you to live off your investments' returns rather than trading time for money. The widely accepted 4% rule suggests that once your investments can provide 4% of your annual expenses while maintaining principal, you've reached financial independence. This rule has become a cornerstone of the FIRE movement. Consider Emma, logically a 35-year-old graphic designer who retired with over $500,000 despite never earning a six-figure salary. Her success wasn't due to inheritance or luck. She simply started planning at age 25 and understood the power of compound interest. This exemplifies how ordinary people can achieve extraordinary financial outcomes through disciplined planning and execution. Most people remain trapped in a cycle of lifestyle inflation, earning more but simultaneously spending more, effectively running faster on a financial treadmill that leads nowhere. The historical context of financial independence reveals deep roots. Benjamin Franklin wrote extensively about compound interest's power, and the Rothschild family built their dynasty through patient wealth building and understanding global financial systems. In the 1990s, Joe Dominguez and Vicki Robin revolutionized financial thinking with Your Money or Your Life, introducing the concept of life energy, the idea that money represents invested time and energy. The modern FIRE movement gained significant momentum through influential blogs like Mr. Money Mustache and Mad Fientist. The FIRE movement has evolved to include several variations. Traditional FIRE, focus on aggressive saving and investing. Lean FIRE, minimalist lifestyle with lower expenses. Fat FIRE, higher spending levels requiring larger nest eggs. Barista FIRE, part-time work supplementing investment income. The psychological aspects of money play a crucial role in achieving financial independence. Behavioral economist Daniel Kahneman identified several cognitive biases that affect our financial decisions. Loss aversion. We fear losses more than we value equivalent gains. Present bias. We prioritize immediate gratification over future benefits. Social comparison. We judge our success relative to others. Morgan Housel's The Psychology of Money emphasizes that personal finance is more personal than finance. Rather than focusing solely on net worth, consider measuring wealth in terms of months of freedom purchased. For instance, $50,000 in savings with monthly expenses of $2,000 represents 25 months of financial freedom. The mathematics of early financial freedom rely heavily on compound interest. A striking example shows how starting early trumps investing longer. Someone who invests $5,000 annually from age 25 to 35 and then stops can end up with more money at age 65 than someone who invests the same amount annually from 35 to 65, assuming a 7% annual return. This demonstrates Einstein's observation that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. The practical roadmap to financial freedom includes multiple strategies: income, maximization, develop high-value skills in growing industries, create multiple income streams through diversification, regular salary negotiations and career advancement, side businesses or freelance work development, building scalable passive income sources, expense optimization, detailed expense tracking and analysis, elimination of unnecessary subscriptions and expenses, strategic geographic arbitrage for lower living costs, thoughtful consumption practices and the 24-hour rule, housing cost optimization through smart choices, investment strategy, automated investment systems for consistency, low-cost index funds for broad market exposure, maximize tax-advantaged accounts, 401k, IRA, HSA, real estate investment through REITs or direct ownership, regular portfolio rebalancing and monitoring, tax optimization, strategic tax loss harvesting, efficient use of HSAs as retirement accounts, geographic tax arbitrage opportunities, withdrawal strategy planning for tax efficiency, understanding of tax brackets and implications. Common obstacles often include insufficient income, existing debt, fear of missing out, and market risk concerns. However, these can be addressed through strategic planning and perspective shifts. Even small monthly investments of $25 can grow significantly over time through compound interest, and debt can be managed through systematic approaches like the avalanche method, where highest interest debt is prioritized while maintaining minimum payments on other obligations. Healthcare costs represent a significant consideration for early retirees. Solutions might include health sharing plans, COBRA coverage, or utilizing ACA marketplace options. Family obligations don't preclude FIRE. Many families successfully pursue financial independence while teaching their children valuable money management skills. The philosophical dimension of financial freedom extends beyond numbers. Viktor Frankl's insight that freedom involves choosing our response rather than avoiding responsibility applies perfectly to FIRE. This journey isn't about escaping work. It's about having the freedom to choose meaningful work aligned with personal values. The average American spends 90,000 hours at work over their lifetime. FIRE potentially reclaims 30,000 of those hours for personal pursuits, family time, or meaningful projects. Practical next steps for anyone interested in pursuing financial freedom include: 1. Calculate your FIRE number, 25 times annual expenses. 2. Establish a high-yield savings account for emergency funds. 3rd, implement automatic investment systems. 4th, study key resources like Your Money or Your Life and The Simple Path to Wealth. Track expenses meticulously for at least 1 month. 6. Engage with FIRE communities for support and guidance. 7. Develop a written investment policy statement. 8. Create multiple income streams. 9. Optimize tax strategies. 10th, regular review and adjustment of financial plans. The journey to financial freedom often reveals a paradox. The more intensely one pursues wealth, the more elusive it can become. True financial freedom might lie more in understanding sufficiency than in endless accumulation. As Marcus Aurelius noted, wealth can be found in having few wants rather than many possessions. This path requires patience, discipline, and continuous learning. While the journey won't be linear and will likely include market downturns and personal setbacks, each positive financial decision represents a step toward greater freedom and choice. The key is starting now, regardless of current circumstances, and maintaining consistent progress toward well-defined goals. Remember that financial freedom isn't just about becoming rich, it's about becoming intentional with both money and time.